So if you hear any background noise today, it's currently February 16th, I want to say. Yeah, February 16th. I'm in a diner parking lot by the airport. Yeah. And on my way over to this random plot of land with the grass and a tree, I happened to see a guy just pissing right outside his car. He just whipped it out and was pissing. You know, that's the thing that I weirdly love about California, is you walk by and you just see people pissing. Isn't that cool? Isn't that so fucking cool? Like, you can wear whatever the fuck you want. You can literally just start jumping up and down, dancing and screaming like a hooligan. And everyone walks past you like, yeah, that's a normal Monday. I've seen that about a million times. Like, you're completely invisible here. And I love that. I love that. So what am I talking about today? You know, I also get very much distracted by noise, and there's like so many cars, and I'm like a turtle brain. But I've also had coffee, and coffee helps me focus. So this is gonna sound real crazy. Love isn't about you. Love isn't about you, and that's the thing that so many people get wrong and get confused, and it prevents them from ever experiencing love and having good feelings. Don't get me wrong, love is about you, yes, but I think so many people are so stuck in their own world. They only think about what the other person can do for them, what they're gonna get out of it. Without even realizing it, too, I think we just have expectations of what we want a person to be so desperately without accepting who they actually are. And it's unfair to put those unrealistic expectations on another person. And I only say that because that was me. That was so me in every single relationship I had with my parents, with my siblings, with the people at school, with my relationships, everyone. I wanted them to meet certain needs that I had that they were never going to be able to satisfy. My mom is never going to be the mom that I wanted. My dad is never going to be the dad that I wanted. I don't know. I've just kind of learned how to accept them for who they are, the situation for what it is, and understand the fact that I still have needs that need to be satisfied, and those are not invalid or any less worthy, but they're not going to be the people, you know? Which is a very painful pill to swallow. And don't get me wrong, you've heard the thing, love is transactional, and it's true, but it depends on what your transactions are, like what your standards are. I'm a very naturally giving person. Like, I give so much to everyone. I want to make sure people feel good about themselves. I want to make sure people feel seen, people feel heard, like that someone listened to them today. And people eat that up. And then so many people will be around me and think, oh my word, like, you're my best friend, like, you did this, you did that, like, we're best friends now, we're like, I know you so well, like, I love you so much. And I'm like, in my head I'm thinking, because I listened to you, because I gave you something. And everyone's going so fast nowadays that not a lot of people do that, so you feel like I'm just some magical person who just randomly was like, yes, you. Like, no, I give that energy to a lot of people. But then I think about it and I'm like, wait, you don't know anything about me. You never heard me. You've never talked to me. You've never listened to anything I've had to say, which it's fine. Like, I give to give when I have enough to give. I'm not looking for anything in return. However, that also means, like, I owe you bubkiss. It's a weird thing. And I'm not saying you should overly give. Notice how I said I give when I have enough to give. That was a big struggle of mine for a very long time, is just constantly trying to be there for everyone else. And I was completely sacrificing my own needs, my own desires, my own life, my own passions, my own career. Because anytime someone else needed me, I would drop everything to go run and help them. And it's like, it just drained me. Because when is it my turn? When is it about me? Well, it's only about you when you start making things a little bit about you. And that's not selfish. That's understandable. That makes sense. Like, your time is valuable, your time is worthy, you are worthy, but you are the only person who can see that. And I know you feel like, oh, well, I can't ask them to do this, I can't set these expectations. Why? It's because you feel unworthy. You don't feel worthy enough to have those expectations in another person. I had to really learn and dig deep into, why do you feel so unworthy, Bethany? Why do you feel like a piece of crap that just needs to help everyone, never help yourself? Why is that? It's such a, and it's everything that I say, it sounds so basic, so easy, so simple, and it's not. It's so frustrating because I know how much work goes into actually solving those problems and doing those things, and it's terrifying when I first started setting boundaries with people. My heart would start beating like a million beats per minute. I would like hyperventilate. I would like literally have a whole fucking panic attack just to say no. I did not know the word no, and now no is, honestly, no is still not my favorite word. Like, I wish I could be here and be like, yeah, I'm just a boundary master. Like, I always say no. I never ever give more than I should. I'm doing real good. No. I like the word no. I've learned how to use the word no, but it's still, I haven't gotten to the point where it feels great. I still feel bad because I'm like a little puppy dog. I can't help but want to help whoever, and that's just how it is. Do you enjoy my little singing break? There was a person staring at my face, and it really scared me. Because I don't mind talking about this stuff, but I realize like I kind of have a problem with being seen. Like, I like my animosity. I like my little secretness. I like being the observer. I like no one talking to me. Like, I like talking to people, but very rarely. Actually, that's not true. I love talking to everyone. I really do. I love talking to everyone, but sometimes I just want to be alone. Where was I saying? Oh, yeah. So, for me, I give a lot, and it's very natural for me to give. But then I'm so used to people giving me nothing in return. You know what I'm saying? And it's weird so since I'm used to not getting anything in return, and like I'm used to people I know people's psychology. I know, of course, they're going to want me around because I provide a lot of value towards them. Like, I truly believe I am a very valuable person to have around. I'm very intelligent. I'm very kind. I'm very understanding. Having me in your life is incredible. It's incredible, and you will never meet another person like me. No one can do it like Bethany Poling can do it. I'm special, and I'm unique, and I get that now. Like, I really do. So, I'm used to people wanting to be around me, but they don't want to actually be around me. Do you guys like my actual little voiceovers? I'm back home now. Well, I don't even want to say that this is home because that's going to trigger my brain into certain connections being formed. And no, I'm back to my apartment in Michigan. I'm very picky and choosy with my time because, if you're not able to provide value in my life too, if I'm stagnant, if I'm not growing in any way, if I feel drained being around you, why would I choose to spend my time with you? I wouldn't, point blank, period. But when you have those standards and you know your self-worth, when you find someone who actually provides something of value to you as well, they do actually listen to you, they do actually hear you, they do actually choose to make an effort to understand you, and not just the superficial stuff, but all the messy shit underneath. That shit is so valuable. That shit is so special. But I think you gotta put out in the universe what you want to receive. I've listened to so many people. I always try to keep an open mind. I always try to understand people from where they come from. I don't know. Treat people how you want to be treated. So I think in order for you to ever experience love, first off, you gotta figure out what it is that you actually want. Do you want someone who's just, do you not care about any of the stuff underneath the surface? Do you not care about what makes humans, all the messy shit? Do you not want that? That's fine. There are a lot of people out there who can satisfy those needs. And I'm not saying that in a negative way at all. If that's what you desire, I'm really happy for you. I mean, there are a lot of people out there who will easily satisfy those needs. You'll probably have a pretty easy, simple life. I mean, no life is easy and simple, but you won't have to, I don't know. I wish I was a little bit more like you. But how many people can actually satisfy all the messy shit, all the stuff that you think about when you're alone, when you first wake up and you look like shit? I don't know. There are so many crows. I have been getting followed by crows caulking at me since I got here. 3 crows every single time. It's interesting how life works. I have no idea where I'm going with this, but yeah, I think that's something that women need to do too a lot. I know I used to struggle in the aspect where even though it wasn't intentional, I wanted someone to be someone that they weren't. I wanted them to see me so badly. I wanted them to love me so badly in the way that I loved them, because I took the time to very much psychologically analyze every single bit of their mind, and I was like, oh my god, you have a beautiful mind. Just see the fact that I have a beautiful mind. And I don't know if they were ever really that deep like that. I think it was really just me projecting. So you gotta be really aware of yourself and aware of the actions of others, and be very detached, go with the flow, because when you get attached to someone, that's when bad things happen. I'm not saying don't love fully all the time. I have never regretted, not once have I regretted being kind. Doesn't matter how many times I've got royally screwed over by it. Never, ever, 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 ever regret being kind. Because someday, if you keep being kind, someone will be kind back to you. And it's just the circle of life. Oh, shit. But yeah, yeah. I am going to go back into the diner now because I drank a lot of coffee.